Hello, collective. This is going to be a very quick message for somebody that is really upset right now, really annoyed, really frustrated. You are somebody that's a high priestess, high priest. Basically, you get messages from the divine, spirit team, all that. You pray, you do energy healing, you're in tune with your ancestors, alternative medicine woman, all of that could resonate with you. Okay, you're somebody that knows how energy flows and you know how to manifest. You might also know how to manipulate, but for some reason things aren't going in your favor and you're really upset. Now I will say the energy I'm getting of feeling very frustrated as a high priestess or high priest. I was doing my music channelings, okay, and I usually don't get side messages like this. It's very rare for me to do so. But now that I think of it, it is actually the full moon in Libra. When I'm filming this, it's the full moon in Libra. I saw it's very active. I get a lot of more intense, vivid messages when things happened with the planetary systems and the moon shifts. Okay, that's just how it is for me. Okay, what I've noticed at least. But this is a message for a high priestess or high priest. Okay, and I was like, why are they upset? The first two messages I did has to do with love, love coming back, love manifesting the way they wanted to manifest. Whether you're masculine or feminine watching. So basically, a lot of it had to do with a lot of waiting, a lot of endurance, a lot of tests and trials. Okay, this is not the type of relationship that they'll be back within a year or in a few months. This is like a lot of years has been put into your person as well as you to become the person for your future self. Okay, now when they return, you as a feminine might feel some type of way. You as a masculine might be a little bit discombobulated because damn, I did all this chasing and all this waiting for you to just show up like everything is good. That could be where the frustration is. On the flip side, love, spirit team is going to shift that energy into something positive. So don't hold up what took place in the past. Don't hold on to resentment. Don't hold on to things that will be a blockage. Now, so I pulled a few cards, okay, to just, clarify more things. So we're going to just step right into it very quickly. All right. Oh, yeah. All right. So let's just. If you saw my morning face, then so be it. Okay. Around because it's really late actually. I'm really tired. So the cards that came out for you, you're about to find out some sort of truth here. You could be of European descent. You could also be somebody that feels stuck mentally or feel like you're in a prison, okay? Like a spiritual prison, mental prison, because of this connection. There has been a lot of like I said before, you're somebody, you also have spiritual gifts, okay? Masculine or feminine. You could have contacted your ancestors, you could have prayed, you could have meditated. Okay, I feel like you are versed in spirituality, okay? But something about how when it comes to love is a no-show. It's a no-go. Every time you're close to it, it always leaves you or you leave them. Something about relocating. It's almost like it's closed and then it's gone again, and kind of like, what the fuck is happening? Okay, you've done the work, you feel frustrated, and you don't get it, okay? And I feel like you've been watching or you're going to watch these upcoming readings I will do before this. This one here, this mini one. And I feel like the frustration will come from that reading because it's a lot of reunions, despite what happens in the past. And maybe you feel like, shit, when is it my time? When is it my time? When is it my time for love? And I feel like this is where you feel like you're in a mental cage or in a spiritual cage. But again, it is a cage of mentality. If you feel like you have been blocked, and if you are a high priestess or a high priest, because that is the card in tarot and oracle decks, just in essence of it all, think of it like a person that knows hidden knowledge, okay? You will know how to navigate, but based on the energy I'm feeling, you feel like you have tried everything. You tried everything and everything is like not showing. It's not making sense. And the advice card I got for you is this. Okay, so be more gentle to yourself. And your person, but heavy on being more gentle to yourself. Be more gentle. I feel like you're too hard on yourself and I feel like crying. Maybe you feel like your lover is not in Europe, right? You feel like it's a lost cause. But like, it is not. This is the thing. I think I explained it in one of the readings. It is not easy for people that are gifted spiritually or is even in the rank of being a high priestess or high priest for you to find your companion. The reason why is because you're here on a spiritual mission, okay? You're not like everybody else. You're not a regular human. You're not on some human shit here because you're gifted for a reason, and people that have gifts, they live life a bit abnormally. They don't live life like in the way a lot of people do. And I mentioned before that the reason why a lot of spiritual people go through, what are you religion? I'm gonna say this: if you haven't had a spiritual awakening, okay, a lot of like questioning your reality and getting into spirituality or even faith-based anything that makes you feel like you have a purpose in life, you're here for a bigger purpose, okay? And it's not just to find true love and that's that, okay? It's much more bigger, okay? I kind of feel like it's similar to people that are trying to find their twin flames, thinking that is the end all be all. There's a lot more work that needs to be done to get to where you need to get to when it comes to your person, okay? I feel like you're still on that journey. The journey is not over. It's not done, okay? I feel like you're also having a hard time letting that go and having a lot of resentment towards the experiences that you're dealing with right now. And you have to keep in mind, we are spiritual beings having a human experience, okay? Nothing is set in stone. Just because it's shitty or confusing right now doesn't mean that it is forever. And like I said before, if you resonate with being somebody that has spiritual gifts, you can shift out of that reality, heavy on that mentality, okay? But you have to be, what's the saying? Mind over matter, okay? Mind over matter. I do get the frustration. A lot of spiritual people, heck, even people that are like religious, trying to wait for the person that God has for them, right? It feels very much like, but where he is at, okay? Same thing with the people that are waiting for the twin flames. They feel like it's forever and a day. But you have to think of it this way. In terms of source God, he didn't make... Now, I'm going to say this, and this is my belief system. I'm just putting he on here because God is neutral, neither he or she. God is spirit, source is spirit, okay? The Most High is all and everything. You get it, okay? But I say this to say the frustration of waiting for your person. You might be pissed off, and I feel the pissed offness being like, you done. I feel the energy of being done. But it's always the thing is that I know you're spiritually gifted. The energy right now, don't give up. Okay? Don't let go of your dream, okay? Because it's not impossible. And again, if you have spiritual gifts, which I feel like you do have, your story is far from being over, okay? Be more gentle to yourself. Also, there's also one card as well. Be here in the now. There's like a hummingbird. Let me see. Hold up. And I feel like I'm being tired, but I feel like I am tired. I actually am. But be here in the now. Okay, hummingbirds could also be relevant for you guys. So, what else? I think that's it though. I think you're just like over it. The waiting, doing the work and waiting for them to do the work and feeling like things are just like it's not happening. It's gonna happen. You need to be more gentle, okay? So right now is a good time to focus more on journaling or writing, okay? Maybe trying to connect more with your ancestors during this time. Maybe like write a letter to let things go, right? Do like a cord cutting things. Oh, cord cutting ritual to kind of let things go. And two of the other readings that you were here, if you're watching from there, which I feel like you probably will, I was playing like a light language, so that might also be helpful. Okay, do a little light language. If not, journaling, connecting with your ancestors, I feel like it will uplift you a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it though. So I think that's it, collective, or to this specific person, because it's very specific. We're gonna leave it as such. I'm trying to look around for any other cards to add, but I think we're gonna wrap it up. And we're gonna wrap it up, okay? Voila, okay? Move boldly into your golden new future. So yeah, your new chapter hasn't been done. It's not finished. It's about to be golden, okay? Trust in the progress. Trust in the Most High. And if not, I showed you cards. If it's not Source, if it's not Spirit Team, maybe the ancestors are the next to kind of go to get more clarity, okay? But I feel like writing will help you a lot. Like really, writing will be like a source, a good outlet for you, okay? I do also feel the regret of coming to a place or wanting to move to a different location. Heavy on like country-wise. But listen, focus on trusting in the now, being more generous, journaling, connecting more with your ancestors, because that's the cards that came out right now, and just trust the process and be more gentle to yourself and live in the now, because at the end of the day, we only have now, okay? I'm about to wrap it up. Me and my spirit team, I'm about to wrap it up. Thank you for listening, and until then, see you in the next reading. See you in the next reading. Okay. Good night, good morning, good afternoon, and thank you for watching.